Nobody ever expected us to be in the finals. I'm sure you guys also never expected India to ever be in the final. And we couldn't just believe it, that we were going to play against West Indies at Lord's. And we were wondering whether we were dreaming or whether it's a real reality. Believe it or not, I'm not trying to say it now. I have to say, what, today we are in 2001. And we played this match in 1983. 18 years almost. And I can tell you, I can still relive those moments. We could not believe that we were in the finals of the 1983 World Cup. On the eve of the World Cup, I still remember that time our board president was Mr. N.K.P. Salve and the treasurer was late M.A. Chidambaram. They called us for a meeting and said, "Dear guys, don't worry, just play a match against West Indies tomorrow. Whether you guys win or lose, the board is going to give you a bonus of 25,000 rupees per player." We were all wondering, 25,000 bucks? Because in 1983, 25,000 bucks was, okay, let me put it, I can't equate it directly, but if you want me to tell it in today's terms, it was like, probably a couple of crores for each one of us. Because that time, our tour fee itself was only 5,000 or 10,000, I remember. And 25,000 bucks, we never ever thought of that kind of money. And we just thanked them. And that was also a little bit of encouraging for us because they didn't expect us. They said, whether you win or lose, you're going to get the 25,000 rupees. And that probably gave us a lot of encouragement. And we all had, as usual, team meeting where we said, okay, we'll go out and do the best. The West Indies was in full cry, full form, but still, for us, as I said, everything to gain, nothing to lose. As usual, the English tabloids wrote us off in the final. They said the favorites were West Indies. Okay, granted, given, and fine. It was a dewy morning, I would say. England is always dewy, slightly wet, but this particular morning on the June 25th, 1983, was slightly damp. And there's a slight slope from the western side to the eastern side. And Clive Lloyd, in any case, would have won the toss and put us into bat. But with this kind of damp conditions, the climate conditions were absolutely perfect for bowlers like Garner and Roberts and Holding and Marshall. Clive Lloyd won the toss, put us into bat, and Garner gave us hell.
Taking strike. He's wearing the protective forearm gauntlet. And his batting partner will be Srikkanth, who's a real dasher. Sometimes manages to temper his aggression with a little caution, but not all that often. First runs for a misfield. A few nerves out there this morning. It's a magnificent delivery.
We'll have a look at the bounce here, and once again, that ball going through around about shoulder height to Gavaskar there, and a very difficult delivery for him to play.
Andy Roberts. Oh, well done. That's beautifully bowled. Gavaskar has gone, the first wicket down, and Andy Roberts, in the middle of this great spell of bowling from himself and Joel Garner, has taken the first Indian wicket, and that really is the one they wanted. Gavaskar, this great player, has gone with the total at 2, and it's first blood to Clive Lloyd's team.
Well, this was outstanding bowling by Andy Roberts. Their line has been perfect, and on this occasion, there might just have been a little bit of movement down the slope there, and a very faint nick from Gavaskar through to the keeper, Dujon, and all the West Indians in the air. Garner is almost unbearable out there at the moment from a batting point of view. This ball too, nipping back and bouncing, and Srikkanth doing very well there to glove that ball down square of the wicket. Could so easily have gone off his glove into the slip cordon. This really is unbelievably good bowling by Joel Garner.
that's safe enough. The ball's bouncing that much, you've got a real good chance of getting away with it, and Srikkanth did just that. That will bring great joy to the thousands who are here at Lord's. And that's a beautiful stroke. Picked it up from round about leg stump. I suspect that was meant to be the quicker bouncer, but Srikkanth was waiting for it and gave it a fearful hammer behind square leg.
Oh, what a shot.
Didn't quite time it, but he's got it away well enough. Larry Gomes is the fielder. Let's pick up 3 runs there to Amarnath. Safety away. Third backers can't catch that. 4 more to Srikkanth. A little bit too short there from Joel Garner.
Fine shot. Square on the offside.
Well, the Indians are loving every moment of this. He's played this shot once before today, and once again that slightly over-pitched delivery being flayed away to the boundary at point.
Malcolm Marshall, the bowler. All played. Fine hook shot by Mohinder Amarnath.
Well, what a shot. That's the 3rd time he's smashed this West Indian pace attack away to the square leg boundary. This was a quick ball. It was just on off stump, perhaps middle stump, and magnificently hooked.
Michael Holding. Oh, in the air, so nearly out. The luck's gone India's way. That's Logie there at backward of the square of the umpire. Clive Lloyd very keen on the fielder in that position. Almost got him right that time. In the air, middle of the bat, screams away in front of the pavilion, 4 runs. Marshall, slow back, but pretty quick when he comes in. Gomes. That's out. Marshall eventually fires one straight, wicket to wicket, and catches Srikkanth playing across the line. So the second wicket falls. The wicket of Srikkanth, the opening batsman. Most enterprising innings. India would have loved it to have lasted longer. Eventually undone by his own enterprise, I'm afraid. LBW bowled Marshall for 38, and India are now 59 for 2 in the 19th over.
Yashpal Sharma wanted that single a minute ago. This time he got it, but it was a close call.
Yes, if you watch this carefully, you'll see there's a slight hesitation there. And off they go.
Sharma on 3, holding to bow. Oh, lovely flick of the wrist there. Beautifully timed shot. So first boundary to Yashpal Sharma. Placed it perfectly and just flicked it where he wanted.
And India increasing the rate. They've got it up to 3 and over now, which is not bad at all against this attack.
Gomes to resume. And similar sort of shot. Similar sort of result. 4 more. And again he moved his feet nicely, got into a perfect position to find that gap on the offside. Adjustment played there by Yashpal Sharma to bring him a single. By nature he is a good aggressive stroke player. He's containing himself a little out there this morning. Knows the position of the side after those 2 wickets went down. It's taken him a little while to get into double figures, but he's on 10 now. Beautiful ball. That came down the hill. That's the wicket that West Indies wanted. Amarnath goes for 26. Clean bowl by Michael Holding, which leaves India on 90 for 3 in the 30th over.
Yes, a tremendous blow for the West Indies. Amarnath, who has looked a very, very high-class player this morning. And this, bowled from wide of the crease, going down the hill and through the gap. Through the gate, and out goes the off stump.
Polite little request of umpire Bird there for LBW, but anybody could see where the wicketkeeper was going. And it swung again to deep square leg. It's just a single. Yashpal Sharma doing the trick, but he's gone. Beautifully caught by substitute Logie out there. Tried to copy the tactics there of Amarnath, but outside it. Tried to find that gap on the offside, but succeeded only skying it to a very deep backward point. So something of a tragedy there for India to lose those 2 wickets in rapid succession, 92 for 4.
Yes, and Sharma moving away and trying to hit that one. Over extra cover, actually, getting an outside edge, and it going high and safe into Gus Logie's hands.
Kapil facing. That's what he wanted, a quick single to get off the mark. That's short, that's powered away. That's beaten Logie this time, 4 runs.
And Sandhu Patil picking his short one up very quickly. Getting into a super position to pull that.
Short on the offside, cracked off the back foot this time, but they'll be happy with the single because that brings up the 100 for India. Hundred on the board, 4 men out, 6 now to Patil.
Larry Gomes has bowled very well for West Indies here. Having said that, he's just given away 4 runs with a rank long hop. This is the danger time for West Indies, where Gomes and Richards have to bowl out 12 overs between them. Kapil is taking strike. And again, and this is where India have to try and take charge. They have 12 overs in all in which to do it before the quick bowlers come back. Kapil goes to 15. Immediate memories of that marvellous 174 he hit against Zimbabwe. This time, not waiting for the chance to pick the gap, he's hit it straight down long on's throat, and that is a tragedy as far as India are concerned. They've been trying to get after Larry Gomes, and Gomes, with his well-flighted deliveries, has picked up the vital wicket after lunch of the Indian captain. Caught right away down at long on. And straight to the man behind square leg. Andy Roberts has struck Joel Garner, who's taken a very good catch away to his right-hand side. Kirti Azad is out without scoring, and India now are 6 down and in awful trouble.
This is certainly a big blow for India. 2 quick wickets. This one, the pull shot again attempted by the Indians, and this time hit straight to Joel Garner, who was perfectly placed there just behind square.
Verse 6. Not a very long boundary out there, but a beautifully struck ball by Sandhu Patil.
Well, this is an example of what I was saying. That ball probably pretty straight, but dispatched away to square leg, to the short boundary of square leg for 6.
Third man. In fact, there are 2 third men, and between them, they saved the boundary. The holding is one of them favored back as the other, down there behind the line of point. Three to Sandhu Patil there. Score's gone on to 130 for 6. Oh, he's gone. Roger Binny straight to Joel Garner, who's having a pretty good day here. Bowled superbly this morning, and already has 2 catches to his credit. That one at mid-wicket. Just a direct little push from Roger Binny out to the big man.
Yes, a good delivery that's directed in at Binny's body. He's got himself just a little bit too far across and underneath the ball. And once again, Joel Garner not having to move an inch to take that catch. 33 for 7, and will they continue to have a go at Larry Gomes and his little off-spinners.
The answer to that is double yes. 6 more. Madan lull this time. Smashed Gomes away over mid-wicket.
Got a very good ball, this one, very short. Madan lull playing a good shot there, getting back very quickly. And he certainly hit that in the middle of the bat because it went back quite a long way. It is a short boundary down there at square leg, but that was a bad ball. And all heads in the air as that one flies over the boundary for 6.
$150 up for India. And 41 overs almost bowled. That's in the air, got to be out. Larry Gomes at mid-on. And Joel Garner deserved the wicket. He bowled so well this morning without any result. And here now Sandeep Patil has gone for 27. India 153 for 8. And it looks to me that they're about to commit the greatest sin in limited overs cricket, to be bowled out in fewer than their available 60 overs. They're only in the 42nd over now, and they're 8 wickets down.
Joel Garner pitching it slightly short. Sandeep Patil just a little bit optimistic there, trying to pull that away. And the ball hitting the splice of the bat and going straight down the ground to mid-on. Larry Gomes making no mistake.
They'll want 2. No, well fielded. Backus is the man at deep backward square leg. Bowled him. Malcolm Marshall, the bowler. Madan retreats.
I think that was just a little bit too quick for him. The bat not quite down there as the middle stump went back. Some pretty fiery bowling out there, and those West Indians loving every second of it. That really was a bit of their magical pace, as they would say. And Madan out bowled with a quick ball from a very accurate Malcolm Marshall. Have a look at the ball here, beating the outside edge of the bat, but he did pick it up just a little bit high and had to rush the downswing there, and out went the middle stump.
It beats the field. It gets them all the way, so that must have had some power tucked away in it. Ooh, what a nasty ball. And that struck him on the helmet. That hit Sandhu on the helmet.
I really don't know. The old bouncer at number 11. I can't think that's the right way to play this game of cricket. It's a good bouncer, but he wouldn't be going in number 11 if he could bat.
Stuck, and Sandhu stands his ground and strokes that one away wide of mid-on. It's all over, that's the end. Fine fighting innings by Syed Kirmani. Ends ball by holding for 14. It was agony prolonged in the end by these two very gallant batsmen. Sandhu, who was 11 not out. Kirmani, 14.
As you all saw, we were all out for 183. Just imagine getting all out for 183 in the finals of a World Cup, and that too against West Indies. We went back to the dressing room and we were quite sad, and in fact the mood in the dressing room was slightly dull because we all thought, oh, what an opportunity, we had messed it up. It's not that, we thought, okay, we didn't mind losing, but we thought, come on, this is not the way to lose, and we are feeling a bit bad. We thought we should have put up a little more of a bit of a, what do you call, fight. That's what we were wondering. And a lot of people, I remember when we had lunch and all those things, some of the, what do you call, the Englishmen, other people are saying, come on, it should have been, if England had come to the final, at least the final would have been more interesting, or if Australia would have come to the final, things would have been more interesting. These kind of talks were going around in the dressing room and when we had lunch rooms and all those things. We couldn't bear it, but then, fine, we had to take it up. And so when we were about to go into field, Kapil Dev just called us for a small meeting and said, Kapil said, okay guys, we messed up a lovely chance of doing well in the 1983 World Cup, if not winning the 1983 World Cup. But let's not give in easily. 183, let's make the West Indian batsmen work for it, and let's not give in easily. Even then, you won't believe, he never said, do well and we'll try and win the cup. He just said, don't give it up easily, let's just fight it out. And that is the frame of mind we walked into the field and against West Indies in the 1983 World Cup final.
So Gordon Greenwich to face Kapil Dev. Nice little outswinger. New ball moved around a little bit here this morning. That's well bowled. And equally well played by Greenwich. Just to count it for that late outswing again. That's a beautiful way to get off the mark. Again, that ball swung away, but of no great pace. Right to the pitch of the ball. Opens his account with a lovely cover drive. Very enthusiastic crowd, as you'd imagine here. There are a few late plane loads arrived from Bombay early this morning. And plenty of West Indies support, as there always is in the capital city. So Greenwich gets away, thickish outside edge, but well controlled. Man in the offside for Sandhu. And he's bowling all over the place. Never played a shot, thought it was going to swing down the hill. It held its course and came up, and Greenwich is gone. And that's a fine early breakthrough for India. Disposing of Gordon Greenwich for a single with only 5 runs on the board.
Very unusual lapse, a man of Gordon Greenwich's experience. This one looking as though it's going down the hill and cutting back up quite sharply.
Short, hooked away powerfully, 4 runs, no problem at all. That's a better ball to play at that. The outswing caught the outside edge. to Dave, now to Richards. Just leaned into that stroke, chip past mid-off for 4. And Richards really does make this batting look awfully easy.
Superb stroke this, beautifully timed. He's not really running, he knows it's going for 4.
Well, that was a cheeky shot. Took that off round about middle. But another typical Richards stroke. And he's driven beautifully wide of mid-on. Glorious stroke again. Just about to go over the ropes. So we've already seen off drives, pulls, hooks, and now a great on drive from Richards. Strokes all round the wicket. Let's have some more. One's rates to cover, just by way of a change.
Two absolutely superb strokes by Viv Richards. Batting at its best.
Four more. No way anybody's going to pull that up. On the ground, he loves Richards at Lords, always so impressive. 138 not out in the 79 Pro final here. 117 in the Gillette final against Northants the same year. 132 not out against Surrey. And full of strokes like this. It's a better length. Still able to pinch a single. So the 50 comes up. 31 of those to Richards, 13 to Greenwich in the 12th over. And he's gone. Haynes has been struggling there, tried to hit that on the up, never quite there for the drive. And very nicely caught at short extra. Oh, a great problem there for Roger Binny. And the second wicket goes down with 50 on the board. Haynes goes for 13.
A half volley. He got well on his front foot and didn't really time it, and just lobbed it gently to Binny at cover point.
So India disposed of the openers. And here's a welcome sight to West Indian supporters and to very many members here at Lords. They're rising on their feet to pay their tribute and acclaim to Clive Lloyd. So what a formidable combination out there now, Lloyd and Richards. And he too quickly underway. Only other West Indian. That's his one-day international. Average is 37. I rather think that his average in Test cricket is better. And looks as though he's in a bit of trouble. He's scampered that quick single. It looks something around the groin there. There's a little pull in there.
He's obviously pulled a muscle and on his way out to the centre. A runner. And it looks like Desmond Haynes.
Shot. Not so good. Beautifully caught. He's hit that away to within 15 yards of the boundary. And the Indian skipper has done a tremendous job to get back there. Marvellous running catch. And Richards has gone for 33. He was charging through, calling Desmond Haynes for 2. But didn't quite get it. It would have landed 10 to 15 yards inside the boundary, and Kapil had a long way to go to make his ground.
And what a great blow for India. Viv Richards looking in tremendous form there.
To the centre. That is tremendous from India's point of view. Gomes gone, caught Gavaskar, bowled Madan lull, 66 for 4. Gomes goes for 5, and Lloyd is there, 8 not out but injured.
Well, what a big wicket this is. I'm just saying how good he's been in a crisis. Well, on this occasion, it didn't work for him. Lovely bowling this across the left-hander. We'll see if we can pick up just a little bit of movement. Yes, there was. More moving off the seam. Quite a big deflection. And no mistake by Gavaskar at first slip.
And that will make a few hearts beat faster in both dressing rooms.
Discussions going on in the middle between the various players out on the ground. Binny, the bowler.
He's gone! Caught Lloyd. Kapil, the skipper, extra cover. Lloyd is caught. 66 for 5, and West Indies in total disarray now. And India have struck with almost nothing to bowl at. 183 their total. And now the world champions, 66 for 5.
Well, Lloyd going for the big drive here. The ball wasn't quite there, and it was a long way away from him. Hit the base of the bat and went straight to the Indian captain. Kapil Dev at extra cover there, taking the catch. And Clive Lloyd disappears off the ground at Lord's.
He drew him into the stroke. Got 2 runs from it, but it was rather a thickish outside edge. 2 more to Syed Backus, takes him on to 3. Oh, good throw! Brilliant throw. And what a tough decision. He's in good position, Harold Bird, but what a tough decision that was.
Well, there was a collision. It looked to me as if the batsman was short of the crease. And his efforts to get around the bowler down that end, but what a great bit of fielding. Srikkanth coming in there very quickly. picking it up, and we'll be able to tell from here. Looks to me as if he might have just been short of the line there, but indeed was.
Nice neat stroke that by Geoffrey Dujon. So it's 73 for 5 here, with Dujon on 2 and Bacchus on 5.
And there's the mini selection committee. Great view of Sandhu to Bacchus. Reaches, nicks, he's caught, he's out. Syed Kirmani is the catcher. Jubilation among the Indian fielders. So Bacchus has caught Kirmani for Sandhu for 8.
And what a magnificent catch this was. Bacchus reaching at that ball, very wide, big edge, and have a look at those gloves. They were really very wide. The catch taken in front of Gavaskar. And so Bacchus out, caught off the bowling of Sandhu for 8.
It's tight. Yashpal Sharma, the fielder. Geoffrey Dujon sprinting home.
Dujon's very quick, and that was a good single bat. Well judged. Both of them set off very quickly.
Short. 6 runs. A low, flat 6. The square leg. Not a good ball. Pulled down by Sandhu.
Dreadful delivery, this. A real long hop.
But there's the skipper, the Indian skipper, Kapil. He's dropped back onto that deep square leg boundary. Perhaps Sandhu to drop a short one deliberately, or just there for the accident. Yashpal. And West Indies play that well, because where Kapil was, so they pushed the single and brought up the 100. Six wickets down for the 100 in the 34th over.
A little at fault there. That was quite a good return coming in from the covers. Never quite got into position. Still round about 3 and over. And much the same all the way through. There's some cheeky singles being taken, and at times 1 or 2 risky ones. In. West Indies wanting 65 off 19 overs. Dujon on 25 to face. And he's pulled it on. And he's worked the miracle for India. That's the wicket they desperately needed. Dujon somewhat unlucky there. Tried to pull the bat out the way, I fancy. Just caught the inside edge and pulled it on. So he goes. 119 now for 7 in the 42nd over.
Well, funny things happen at this game. Starts to play, decides it's too wide, tries to get his bat out of the way, hits the bottom edge and into his stumps. And great blow for the West Indies. Dujon played very, very well indeed. Looks as though he will be a very good player in the making. But this game thrown wide open again.
And the trick nearly worked. Moved it down the hill, caught the outside edge. Roberts gets a single.
And the edge just thick enough for it not quite to carry. But a tremendously tight contest.
He's edged it this time and he's gone, beautifully caught by Gavaskar and slip. And that might well be the final nail in the coffin here for West Indies. Malcolm Marshall, who's defended stoutly for a long, long time, falls another victim to Amarnath for 18, leaving West Indies 124 for 8.
Well, and I think if we have another look at that, we'll see that was pretty wide as well. They've chased these wide ones, the West Indian batsman. And Sunil Gavaskar making his name as a catcher.
Hard time, Kapil, thinking, trying to work out what's in the batsman's mind, changing this field. It's clipped away quite nicely by Roberts. Plenty of time to push it through mid-wicket for 2 runs. Should pull this off. They're going to be over the top at close of play. That's out. Yes. Kapil finally gets his just desserts. Andy Roberts falls LBW. No doubt at all in Barry Mayer's mind. He went for 4, 126 for 9. And India almost there. Again, that little bit of movement, Amarnath has conjured up the whole of his spell, struck the outside edge. And again, some slight changes on the offside there this time. Gavaskar going out of slip into gully. Both these batsmen looking quite comfortable at the moment. And they're particularly getting on the front foot to everything. That's out. Yes, it's all over this time. Lost his nerve in the end in Michael Holding. Tried to swing that straight ball with the leg. It's another wicket for Amarnath. Now delighted he looks. 140 all out West Indies. And the margin of their victory, 43 runs, as India race into the pavilion with the Prudential Cup players. Tremendous victory. Rank outsiders at 33 to 1. When this competition got underway, and they've beaten West Indies twice, they've beaten Australia, they've beaten England, and they've round off a fantastic fortnight by taking £20,000 on the Prudential Cup. And immense ovation here for Kapil there to receive the trophy from Lord Carr, Chairman of the Prudential Assurance Company. Tremendous performance by this Indian side, and Here's a man who's been largely responsible for it over the last 2 weeks. Skippered the side quite beautifully, made his own contributions with bat and ball. And this Prudential Trophy, thoroughly deserved. There's something of a suspicion here that it'll go to Amarnath. Indeed it has. Man of the match award to Mohinder Amarnath. For the second time running, collected it in the semi-final. £600 goes to Mohinder Amarnath, whose runs at number 3 and his 3 late wickets.
Kapil, it has been a quite tremendous day, an historic day for Indian cricket. It must be the proudest day in your cricketing life.
That's right. I'm very happy. I'm happy what my team done here today.
Now, they're looking at you back home from Bombay to Calcutta. What do you want to say to all your countrymen beyond being happy?
Come here. We want to come here again next time with the same spirit, and we should do it next time as well.
Clive, as losing captain, what is your reaction to what has been an unexpected and absorbing contest?
Yeah, a lot of people might think so, but I thought that they played very well. We didn't bat as well. We bowled pretty well. I mean, if you restrict the side to 184, you expect to be there or thereabouts. But you know, we didn't bat well at all.
The innings, there were so many ups and downs, weren't there? It looked as if Viv Richards was going to take it away from you. About 50 for 1, and he was going like a tank, wasn't he, Captain?
Yeah, I think he went too fast, and we were happy when he was playing too fast, and we were thinking he can give us a wicket any time if he keep on playing like that. Because he wasn't playing for 60 overs, he was playing for 30 overs game.
Right.
So a target wasn't good enough to fight, but we were just looking for a couple of wickets to come back to the game.
Kapil, what is going to happen in the Indian party tonight? Big celebrations for you both?
Well, this occasion will never come like so easy. Yes, we are going to celebrate. Drinks on the house, you can join us. We have, and we played like a winners throughout the game, throughout the series. Everybody fight for their life, and they said, we will do it.
And you must both be in agreement that the man of the match should be none other than Mohinder Amarnath. Well played.
Thanks, Peter.
Everybody was so impressed with the way you played the fast bowling when you were batting, and then of course these 2 crucial wickets. What do you want to say about the day?
Actually, no, that was the time actually we wanted a breakthrough, and when I got the first one, I think it was very good for the team, because like Andy and Michael to follow, and the wicket was seeming about. So then Marshall got out, so we were very much in the game at that time.
Is your father over here, or will he be looking at you?
No, I think he's very much at home, so he must have been watching on the TV over there.
Another great name of Amarnath.
As you all saw, it was a great victory for us. As I said, probably the greatest moment in Indian cricket so far. We just couldn't believe that we had won the World Cup 1983. And that particular feeling, I tell you, viewers, is something that cannot be expressed. It has to be experienced. I remember it was total chaos in the dressing room after the victory. So many people coming to us and congratulating us. And I remember we got calls from that time Prime Minister, late Mrs. Gandhi. You know, in the English dressing rooms, you have the facility of the telephones in the dressing room itself. So we got a call from the PMO's office congratulating us. We got a call from the President that time, late Zail Singh. And we got all kinds of calls and all kinds of people coming congratulating us. I still remember there were a group of Indians who followed us from match number 1 at Manchester to all through. There were 10-15 Indians carrying the Indian flag. They were there, and I tell you, it was amazing. We went back to the hotel. There was total Bhangra dance going on. I still remember the name of the hotel, Westmoreland Lobby. It was full of Bhangra dance, lot of sardis, and I tell you, it was an extraordinary feeling. We came back to India, and the next 2 weeks in India was only fully celebrations. Our late Prime Minister, Mrs. Gandhi, hosted us parties. Our President that time, Mr. Zail Singh, hosted us party. Then there were a lot of Chief Ministers, a lot of people hosting us parties. And you won't believe, there were so many gifts and prizes announced, at least in the press and the media. And I wish all of us, the players who played in the 1983 World Cup, if we had got those gifts and prizes, even 5% of that, we would have probably been millionaires. That's the kind of announcement made that time. But it was a magic feeling. Winning 1980 World Cup is probably the greatest moment in Indian cricket, and personally for me, it is obviously and definitely the greatest moment.